Hey guys, Justin here coming at you from the 5x5 test tent this time with another unboxing video. This one is from our friends over at Grandmaster LED. It is the Tarantula Explorer, and you guys know this is going to be great, so let's just get into it. Alright, there we go. We got it all hung up and ready to test. Let's take a look first at the accessories that come in the box though. Alright, and this is what you'll get in the box. Basically, I have used a few things because I hung the light. So I used the hanging kit out of here. I also used both RJ45 phone cables because I am hooking it up to their master controller for the testing, and I'll explain why later on here. So this is what you'll get besides that in the box, of course, is going to be your rope ratchets to hang everything. They are going to be Metal Gear, of course. Awesome rope ratchets. They're actually pretty heavy. And then we've got some zip ties, and then these are the plugs from the RJ45 holes on the drivers. And then we've got, of course, always a couple of stickers. Gotta have stickers. So we got the GML show, Grandmaster LED. I love that logo. Killer logo. And then, of course, we have the manual itself. 5-year warranty, of course. They do have a sulfur risk on there. You don't want to burn sulfur in your room, basically, or spray sulfur on the lights. It will degrade the diodes. That's a well-known thing. Don't want to do that. Let's zoom out a little bit here. Take a look at the manual for people that are interested or have lost theirs. Got all the info right there. Got your different plugs, bunch of different spectrum possibilities. Shows you how to hook it up with the master controller and multiple lights. Shows you the pin configuration if you want to wire your own RJ45 or RJ14. Or wait, no, that was RJ14 that was in here. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's phone cord and LAN cord. I don't know this RJ crap. It's phone cord and LAN cord to me, being a computer person. Alright. And then here's how to hook up the fixture itself. Super easy. It's a folder. You just fold it open, and then you've got the crossbars. You slide those across, screw in the little thumb screw that it comes with, these little guys right here, and bam, it's ready to go. You mount the drivers, I should say, right on top. They go right there. And they just kind of snap in. There's like these little metal snaps there, and it just snaps in, holds it in there. Pretty cool, actually. Hook it up. You got your power cord, goes to the inside. So you've got your dimmer knob on this end and your dimmer knob on this end for each one. And that's actually why I'm going to use the master controller, because I don't have access to the back side of the tent back there. So it's going to be a real pain in the butt to grab that knob. If you have access to both sides of your tent, cool. Not a problem with this light, but if you don't, you will definitely want to consider the master controller, because it's going to make your life a whole hell of a lot easier. And last page is just for writing down stuff. You got the logo. So yeah, this is the master controller box here. 60 preset spectrums, 4 channels. We're going to use 2 of the channels on this light, and yeah, that's about it. Let's get this thing hooked up to the par meter, and we'll see what kind of par she pushes. All right, guys, we got it all hooked up and ready to go. This thing is a beast. This is a 5x5 tent, and it almost fills the entire thing, wall to wall. That is killer. There's your 2 drivers mounted there. There again, the dimmer knobs are at this end and at that end. So unless you have this controller, you're going to need to be able to access that back one for dimming. So just keep that in mind. The controller's a great idea to get anyway, though, because there's so many options with the controller that you can use with this light. All the different spectrums that are pre-programmed into the controller itself that'll regulate each driver to make a certain spectrum. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. And I'll have a separate video on the controller. I'm not going to go over all the features right now, because this isn't a controller video, it's about the light. But I will be making a controller video soon, so keep an eye out for that. It's really easy to hook up to. Got everything running out, running out of each driver into the splitter box here that has 4 channels, and then that has one line out to the actual controller. This is the power for the controller, and then you can just tap it and turn it on. As you can see, pretty cool. We're at 10% right now. Check out this light, man. Look at this. So you can see the 2 channels side by side. They're not mixed in at all. It's just bam. Looks really cool. That is just crushing it, man. And then you got the red, of course, is mixed in with the warm white channel. So you can regulate the red with the warm white. Or if you want to run veg, you can just run blue by itself. Really, really cool options with this light. Spectrum tuning in the whole 9. Hooks up with the controller, works nicely. So let's get the power meter going here. There we go. Take a look at what we got. Wow, right out the gate, we're like 170 all the way around the tent, 170. That's pretty killer. Of course, this side here is going to be open, so it's kind of not really that great. And then this side has a big, huge, big, huge thing there, like the portal. It's like an 8-inch port. We are at 25 inches. Show you that here. The bars are going to be 25 inches off the deck here, which is going to simulate a 24-inch canopy because the sensors are about an inch tall over there. So we're looking at 24 inches. This is pretty cool, man. You could do seedlings and clones throughout this entire tent right now at only 10% power. Now this says it's a 148 watts on here. I did try and kind of match the wattage up at the syncing it up for what it is at max. And it's a little bit inaccurate at the lower because I'm showing what am I showing here? 199 is what I'm showing on the watt meter, and we're looking at 148 here. So it is a slight variation in that this isn't like reading the wattage. This is actually like reading. I'll show you here. You can actually set how much power each channel has, and it's what was it, 1480 watts. And so I just split it between the two, and that's how I did it. So we're at 10%. Let's see, where can we go? 20%? 20% puts us at about 300. That's just short of veg. Maybe we go to 25. 25 or 30 maybe? No, 25 is perfect. Look at that. 350 all around. 350 all around. Let's take a center reading. Take a look here. 630 in the middle. Whoo! This this thing is got some power already. We're already looking at base flower numbers in the middle. Wow. So you could veg here. You'd be 350 on the edges. You could probably safely veg, honestly, at 20%. Because then we'd be 300 on the edges. We go back to the center here. 526. See, that's a little bit more reasonable. 600-ish is pretty wild for veg. You could even go lower than that, honestly. So this is very, very low power here. So, I mean, we're only looking at 326 watts here, and this is a 5x5. That's killer. We're only at 20%, and we're vegging. So what's 30%? 30%, we're looking at around 400-ish. Let's bring it up to 40. There's 40%. And we're almost to flower at 40%. About 500 all the way around. Center reading, just take a quick reading on that. 935. Holy crap. This thing is insane. Oh man, this thing is insane. Wow. I think you could actually hang this higher than 24 inches, to be honest. That's, wow. Alright, 50%. Let's check it. 50%. And now we are at flour all the way around in the corners. So, right here at 50%, 50%, we're looking at wall-to-wall flouring. 100% wall-to-wall flouring. Center reading 1100. Guys, we're at 50%. Holy crap. Oh wow. And we're at 725 watts. Just crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Now keep in mind you can back off the blue and you'll lose some wattage from that, of course. You can drop off some wattage by backing down the blue for flour, and pumping up the red a little bit more. Like, you can play with everything on here. Like right here on the channels, you can have those channel 1, channel 2. You can have them at different different, what am I trying to say? Different strengths, different rates to even that out. Or you could just hit the spectrum button down there and have a choice through all the different pre-programmed spectrums and whatnot. But yeah, that is killer. Holy crap. That is awesome. So let's go up. Ooh, actually, hang on. I'm going to have to, I'm running out of a memory card here. I'm going to have to swap out cards here real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I had to swap out cards there. I had like 3 minutes left, and I'm probably going to talk longer than 3 minutes. So there we go. We'll turn that back on. 50%. And we're at 630-ish, we'll say. So let's say, ooh, 68. 60%. There's 60% right there. And that's going to put us at 750. Wow, 750. Center reading. Killing the game. 1350. Holy. We're getting into some real power now. So how about crank it up? Let's just go 69. 69. There we go. 69%, the magic number. We're at 850. 850, guys. $1,500 in the middle. Oh, we are pushing some power. Insane. What's our wattage at? 1,000. We just hit 1,000 watts right there. Holy crap. And we're at 69%. You kidding me? 80%. Check it. 80%. 970. 950 in the corners. Dude, this thing is a killer. This is insane, guys. 1755. Are you kidding me? We're at 80%. And full spectrum. Like, everything's on. Full spectrum. See, tests like this are fun, man. Like, some people say that, like, I exaggerate or whatever. I'm not exaggerating. Like, I'm having fun right now. This is amazing. I love killer lights. I've tested so many lights. Sometimes it gets boring. But then you get something like this, and it brings back the fun. Let me tell you what. Especially with the controller. Man. Holy crap. All right. So let's go to 90%. There we go. 90%. We're over 1,000. Basically 1050 to 1100 in the corners at 90%. Get the center reading. 1950. We're almost at 2K, guys. We're going to hit 2K. We're going to hit 2K today. Right now, in fact. Here we go. 100%. Blowing her wide open. 100. Keeping it at 100, baby. We're pushing 1,473 watts. It's warmed up now. It was 1,484, I think, before it was warmed up. So it's a little bit less. But look at that. 1,200. 1,200 in the corners, man. Are you kidding me? What do you guys think? Center reading? What do you think? 21-ish or so? What do you think? 2150 in the center. Holy crap, guys. That is some power. We are banging right now. 100% blowing it open. See, you can see it says there 1,480 watts because I set it up for that. But we're actually pushing 1,473 now. So I could adjust that manually down and it'll match a little bit better. But that's amazing, guys. That is wow. Absolutely wow. And so let's see, maybe I haven't messed with this yet, so I think channel 2 was the blue? Yeah, there we go. All right, so I just turned off all the blue. And now we're just running only red at full power. And I'm just going to leave the center reading there. This corner sucks anyway, so who gives a shit about that corner? So I'm just going to leave that there while I switch the spectrums here. So now we're looking at 600 in the corners and 1,000 in the middle. That's at full bloom only. No blue whatsoever. So you can add some in. You can run it like this. Do whatever you want. We're only pushing 736 watts here. The power is great. This is basically perfect. Like, it's perfect. Like 600 in the corners and 1,000 in the middle. That's perfect. Almost 1,100 in the middle. That's absolutely perfect for a 5x5. You could fill this entire tent wall to wall with plants. Do a full sea of green in here and you'd be just fine. Or a scrog, wall to wall. Production out the wazoo. Absolutely crazy. So let's switch it. We'll turn up channel 2. Now we'll turn down channel 1. So now we're in veg mode. That is super blue. Holy crap. What are we pushing here? 731 watts. And we're looking still 600 and 1,000 in the middle. So it's pretty much the same either way. That is wow, that is a lot of power, guys. So let's say you wanted to veg in just the blue. Let's see. Now, this is going to be an extra long video, guys. Sorry, but there's a lot of options here, and I want to show this off, man. Like I said, I'm having fun playing with it too. So let's just check it out. 50%. There's your veg right there. 50% power with just the blue on only. And there's your veg. Because we're at 563 in the middle and 300 in the edges. That's banging. That is absolutely banging for vegging this whole 5x5 right there. And that's only going to be with 359 watts. 360 watts, basically. Unbelievable. That is crushing it, guys. Absolutely crushing it. Man. Let's turn this channel 1 back up. Whew. Then we'll turn both of them back down a little bit. Because I'm blind, basically, when it's up at 100%. I'm wearing sunglasses right now, guys. And it's still bright. Like, I've learned with these GML lights to wear my sunglasses because I'm going to burn my eyeballs out. So yeah, there we go. We're back to 1134 at 50%. Honestly, this is where I would probably flower it at for the most part, because I like a lot of blue in mine, especially during the beginning of flower to kind of help with the stretch. But if you really want it to stretch a lot, man, you can take that out. Nail it. All right, so yeah, we've done all the power testing, so I guess we'll pull out the spectrometer and we'll do a little bit of spectrum testing. Right now we're both channels are 100%. So let's take a, I gotta turn it on first, duh. All right, there we are. Zeroed out. Take a reading there. A lot of blue. Look at that. Big ass blue spike. So yeah, for flower, you'd probably want to turn down some blue. I mean, obviously. But I would probably run the blue at like maybe 50% power or something. 30%. That's crazy, man. That is a lot of blue. All right, so let's take it and we'll take out the blue. And we'll do a reading here. That is a mountain right there. Holy crap. Oh my god. So yeah, you can do pretty much any spectrum that you want, guys. You can make red mountain or blue mountain. And it goes all the way out to 740. It's got light all the way out to 740. Wow. That is killer, guys. And the way the light looks, I don't know if you can tell, it looks a lot like HPS right now. This is like super HPS. It's bringing me back to my stomping ground days, man. With the HPS. That's crazy. All right, let's get the second channel back up to 100, and then we'll drop the warm white. Take another reading. Now we're going to make Blue Mountain. There we go. Blue Mountain. Killing the game, guys. That is awesome. So, I mean, full-on spectrum tuning. Then, like I said, you can do the different spectrums here. You can set your own also. Like, it's nuts. The timer has sunset, has a timer on it, sunset and sunrise, the whole nine. Like, this thing's amazing. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm gonna crank these all the way back up for heat testing and all that stuff. So we're gonna run it at 100% power, and we're gonna see how much it heats up. We're gonna let it run for about an hour or so. We'll see how much it heats up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I've let it warm up for actually a couple of hours now. I had to go do some stuff, so it's nice and toasty. That's for sure. It's about 78 degrees here in the room too, so it's a little bit warm. Let's take a look. See what we got. No way. 139 max, 140 basically. That's crazy. How about the bars? 112, 120, around there. That's no hotter than any light that's half this wattage. That's crazy. I've tested lights with literally half this wattage. I mean, this is running at full 1500 watts right now, which you really won't do. That's nuts. Wow. Killer, man. Oh man, this is a great light. And for the money too, I think this is one of their least expensive spectrum tunable lights that they sell. This is amazing. And with the controller, I mean, I think the controller's like, don't quote me on this, but I think it's like 150 bucks. So that's not bad, man. You can get the light and the controller for probably under 1,300 bucks. That's crazy. Discount code J2G down below. Click the link. If you want to pick up one of these, this is a badass, man. I'm telling you. Awesome, awesome shit. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. And stay safe out there, everybody. It's getting crazy. Till next time, happy growing.